We live in a world obsessed with hustle, the constant grind, the 5 a.m. alarms, and the no days off mindset. But what if I told you there is another way, a softer, a more intentional way of living? One way you don't have to sacrifice your peace to achieve success. Today we are diving into the soft life movement, what it is, where it comes from, and how you can start living it right now. The soft life movement is more than just an aesthetic you see on Instagram. It's about philosophy and a conscious lifestyle choice. At its core, it's about rejecting the idea that life must be a constant grind and instead creating a life that feels gentle, abundant, and intentional. So, where it started, the term soft life first gained popularity through the Nigerian women influencers who use it to describe a lifestyle of comfort, elegance, and ease, one that didn't require you to earn rest through exhaustion. From there, it spread globally through social media, especially TikTok and Instagram, as women became to share glimpses of lives filled with self-care, beauty, and joy without apology. Living the soft life is not about avoiding responsibility or refusing to work. It's about choosing your battles and only pouring energy into what truly matters to you. Designing your days intentionally so they support your peace and mental health. Measuring success not only in money or status, but in happiness, time freedom, and well-being. In a soft life, you prioritize rest without feeling guilty, quality experiences over constant output, aligning your work with your values instead of chasing external validation. Hustle culture tells you to push harder, sleep less, do more. It glorifies exhaustion as a badge of honor. The soft life, on the other hand, says your worth isn't defined by how tired you are or how busy you look. You deserve to live beautifully now, not just someday. Imagine waking up without the blaring sound of an alarm at 5 a.m., rushing into a day packed back to back with tasks. Instead, you start your morning slow, a nourishing breakfast, skincare, a mindful stretch, and a few moments of quiet reflection before beginning your work. You still achieve your goals, but your journey feels balanced and aligned, not forced and frantic. Hustle culture once looked inspiring. The image of the unstoppable go-getter who wakes up before sunrise, jungle three side hustles, and always finds a way to keep pushing. But in recent years, more and more people have started to ask the question, at what cost? We live in an era where exhaustion is worn like a badge of honor, but the truth is, chronic overwork has become one of the leading contributor to anxiety, depression, and even physical illness. So now I would like to talk about the signs of the shift. One, professionals are leaving high-paying but soul-crushing jobs. More people are prioritizing flexible work over high salaries. Quiet quitting. Quiet quitting has become a cultural conversation. When your schedule is jam-packed with endless tasks, there is no space for rest, creativity, or connection. The very things that make life worth living. So when the global pause happened in 2020, it forced millions of people to slow down. Sometimes for some people, it was the first time in years, and many realized they had been spending the majority of their life at work. Their personal passions had been on hold indefinitely. They were waiting for some day to um, to enjoy life, and that someday never seemed to come. For many, the return to normal didn't feel worth it anymore. Success is no longer just about money, promotions, or how much you can produce. Gen Z and millennials are redefining success to include mental and emotional health, time, freedom, space for hobbies, relationships, and travel. Quality over quantity is becoming the new standard. The soft life movement fits perfectly into this mindset shift because it acknowledges that you can still be ambitious and successful, but you don't have to sacrifice your well being to get there. So, in my case, I used to think the harder I worked, the closer I will be to my dream life. But what actually happened to me? I was tired. I was anxious. I was disconnected from the very life I was supposedly building. So that's when I started looking for another way, and that's how I got into and I found the soft life philosophy. The soft life isn't about living in a constant vacation mode or spending money recklessly. It's about living intentionally and making decisions that protect your peace and enjoying the life you're building in real time. Here I'm going to mention the core principles that bring it to life. Number one, intentional living. Every decision you make, from the work you take on to the relationships you invest in, should align with your values. Ask yourself before, ask yourself before saying yes. Does this bring me closer to the life I want, or does this push me further? For example, instead of filling your weekend with events you don't care about, dedicate that time to things and people that nourish you and that you care about. Number two, rest as priority. Rest is not a reward for hard work. It's a requirement for sustained well-being. Schedule downtime as if it were a non-negotiable appointment. Rest can be active, so it can be yoga, nature walks, or passive like naps, reading, meditation. Think of rest as the fuel that keeps your creativity, focus, and emotional health strong. Three, financial alignment. Soft life living doesn't mean spending recklessly. It means spending intentionally. Invest in what adds lasting value to your life. Cut back on things you're only buying for approval or for social pressure. Redirect savings into experiences and items that truly bring joy. A weekend getaway, a quality bag that lasts years, a cooking class you have always wanted to try. So, number four, nourishment and beauty. Your surroundings influence your mood and energy more than you realize. Keep your home, your wardrobe, and workspace clean, organized, and pleasing to your senses. Create small rituals that make daily life beautiful, like lighting a candle while you read, arranging flowers on your table, wearing clothes that make you feel radiant. Number five, emotional boundaries. Peace is in, peace is impossible if you're constantly overextending yourself. Learn to say no with that guilt. Recognize when your energy is being drained and set back. Protect your emotional space the same way you would protect your physical space. But when I started setting boundaries and and choosing quality over quantity in every area of my life, I noticed something. My days felt longer, my mind felt calmer, and my goals felt achievable without the panic and rush I used to live in. It's one thing to admire the soft life aesthetic online, but the real transformation comes from intentionally weaving its principles into your daily routine. So here's how to start step by step. Number one, audit your daily routine. Take a hard look at how you spend your time from morning to night. Highlight activities that drain you versus those that nourish you. For every draining task that you cannot remove, ask yourself, can I delegate, simplify, or make it more enjoyable? For example, swap scrolling your phone in bed for reading or for journaling. Number two, create a soft life space. So designate a corner of your home where you can slow down and feel at peace. Add cozy textures, for example, blankets, candles, or plants. Keep it cluster free. This should be a retreat, not another to-do list. Use it for morning rituals like tea breaks or evening wind downs. Number three, simplify your goals. Too many goals create overwhelm, and overwhelm is the enemy of softness. Focus on 2 to 3 meaningful goals per quarter. Make sure at least one of those goals is for personal joy or for well being, not just for productivity. Number four, practice mindful consumption. Buy fewer, better things that truly improve your life. Ask before each purchase, do I want this because it's valuable to me? Or do I want this because I feel pressure to have it? This applies to digital consumption too. Curate your social media feeds to uplift you. 5. Schedule joy. Don't wait for special occasions to enjoy life. For example, holidays, birthdays, anniversary. Plan small weekly pleasures like a coffee date with a friend, a solo museum visit, fresh flowers for your home. Treat these moments as important appointments you don't skip. Number six, build rest into your calendar. Block time for rest just like you would for meetings. Learn to see rest as a tool for success, not a sign of laziness. Example, a midday walk, an afternoon nap on weekends, or on a Sunday with no obligations. So for me, the moment I started adding small moments of joy and rest into my day, I noticed something strange. I got more things done in less time. My mind was clearer, and my energy felt sustainable and not depleted. The soft life isn't just about lifestyle upgrades. It's deeply connected to feminine energy. Feminine energy is about being rather than constantly doing. It's about openness, creativity, intuition, and the ability to receive without guilt. So, why do they fit together? Hustle culture pushes us into our masculine energy, structure, action, control, and constant output. The soft life invites us back into balance, into our feminine energy, which is flow, receptivity, beauty, and alignment. When you blend the two, you become powerful yet peaceful, capable of achieving big goals while still feeling grounded and fulfilled. In the soft life, you lead with how you want to feel instead of only focusing on what you need to achieve. You allow opportunities to come to you because your energy, your presence, and boundaries communicate self-worth without needing to over explain or overwork. Your daily rituals, from your morning tea to your skincare routine, become acts of self-honoring, not just things you feel obligated to do. So now, why does this matter? When you live in alignment with your feminine energy, you attract relationships that respect and cherish you. You make decisions from intuition rather than fear. Build success in a way that doesn't require sacrificing your health or your joy. So the soft life taught me that femininity is not a weakness, it's my greatest source of strength. When I started living in alignment with my feminine energy, I didn't just achieve more, I enjoyed the process more. Self-life is more than a trend. It's a personal revolution. The decision to value your peace over other people's expectations. To measure success by how good your life feels, not just how impressive it looks. Hustle culture tells you to run faster. The self-life reminds you that you can slow down and still arrive exactly where you're meant to be. Choosing the soft life doesn't mean you stop dreaming big. It means you start dreaming in a way that honors your health, your joy, and your femininity. So you stop surviving when you start living. So now tell me what's one change you can make this week to invite more softness into your life? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your answers. And if you're stepping into your soft life era, please type soft life era in the comments so we can celebrate together. And if this video spoke to you, please like, share it with a friend who needs this reminder, and subscribe for more content on feminine energy, lifestyle, and personal transformation.